Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey.
What's going on?
Happy fall to all who observe.
Yeah, right.
Happy fall. I think we're all going to be in it.
Spice latte season.
Oh, there it is.
It
It has
has begun.
begun.
PSL time.
Lord.
Is that the telltale sign?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
So
That's the new signal of
were
fall.
you there
I
the
think.
first day, Eric? Or
No, I'm not on that bandwagon.
I am on that bandwagon.
You've had a couple already?
I have. I hit up Engine House.
Okay.
I've hit up the Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm a true connoisseur.
That's great.
I feel like the pumpkin spice latte season is just going to keep drifting. Next thing you know, we're going to have pumpkin spice
in
lattes
July?
in July.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't hate it.
It's obnoxious.
Can we expand the candy corn season too?
Ew, I do not like candy corn. Absolutely not. No candy corn.
Candy corn and peanuts.
Ooh, yeah, that's
if
good.
you haven't.
No, yeah, that's good.
Candy corn and peanuts is
Yes.
like a
The
mix. I like that.
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
it's snickery.
You can just sit there
That's
and be
fine.
there in your
I'll
wrongness.
drink
It's
all my
fine.
pumpkin spice lattes. Y'all can have the candy corn.
Well, we know
Judgment.
we
I
know
know
you,
that.
Blair. You've been on before.
I have.
You're
Once or twice.
You're an old friend of the show, but I don't know if Eric, if you've been on before.
I have.
Oh, okay. Well, not with me.
A
I
couple
guess.
of times,
All right.
maybe.
Well,
I don't think I've
been a
been on the
minute.
show with you.
no, I don't think you have. Yeah. so to me,
good.
basically, that doesn't count.
Brand new.
Because
Brand new.
now I'm here with the 18.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That is true. He finally got bumped to the big leagues.
That's right.
guys.
Wednesdays.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you made it to the Wednesday show. Well, you're the planning director at the City of Frankfort, and we're excited to have you here for City Scoop. We've been waiting for your appearance.
Sure.
It's been much anticipated. We had to build it
Yeah.
up all year.
I know.
Because
Now here we
everybody
are.
likes to hear from Eric.
Yeah.
I know.
Always.
He always knows what's going on.
He really does.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
the most, I think.
Well, it's good because you're always like, "What's going on over there?" Like, you see people moving, and you're like, "Everybody wants to know,"
Yeah.
you know,
It's
and
this
he
guy.
knows
Yeah.
answers.
This guy.
You can't always say, because sometimes maybe there's, privacy things. Or whatever,
Some of these, they like to make their own announcements.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Or you could just make stuff up. That's like telling people, I don't know. I hear that's a I don't know.
Or if you like
a barcade going in there.
Yeah, if you like to speak it into existence, right? That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Like if
That's
I
me.
put it out there enough,
Manifest it.
That's
Someone
me
will make
with
it happen.
with the barcade.
yeah, same.
Sure.
Yeah, that was me with Target, and look what's happening, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Scott talked about the
Chipotle.
Chipotle for a
Yeah.
long time. and
Gosh, I
here
love
we
the
are.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start with that because that's the thing that, you see it. I don't end up on that side of town very often. When I'm on the interstate, like going to Louisville, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all that. It's like really big and there, and things are going up. So maybe what's an update on, how that all that space is going?
We've approved the target development plan, so you can see out there that they've started putting up the tilt-up walls. So construction is going. All the plans for the greater development obviously were approved, and so they're working on infrastructure and road. As part of the city's participation in making this whole thing happen, we've got our TIF development area in the area to help contribute towards those public infrastructure costs. The sewer department is actively working on a pump station project, which will enable capacity for that development and other potential adjacent development. The connector project that we're partnering with the Transportation Cabinet and FHWA and the Paddocks on for the connector road behind Franklin Square, the utility relocations for that part of the project are nearly complete.
Okay.
So ATS, the contractor that's doing both the Paddocks work and that connector road work, I expect here this fall to start pivoting to that part of the project. So that's exciting to connect back over to Limestone Drive and hopefully enable the potential for some residential development on the formerly Knoll Farm there behind Franklin Square. So that's as exciting as the Paddocks is in terms of target and other, retail commercial development. As we all know, housing has been a big issue in our community, much like many. So the idea that we could have this greater development lead
some
to
space for that, right?
for some housing is exciting. So hopefully something comes to fruition over there as part of our work investing in that connector road to make it possible.
So the connector road will go from that development sort of, I guess, behind Kroger, right? And then we'll funnel out at Limestone Drive is like Ollie's
Yep, exactly.
there at that light.
It'll go behind Franklin Square, curve behind where the Ollie's and the Baptist Health.
Yep. Or Norton.
And then make that left, Norton, make that left onto Limestone and come back out to the connector. So
2 lanes each way. Is that the? Is that one?
It may have a center.
Okay.
I'm trying to recall. There'll be a roundabout constructed at that intersection between West Ridge and Vandalay behind the Kroger.
Okay.
And so we view this from the city side as to enable potential development back there. But the specified purpose from the Transportation Cabinet and FHWA is that this greater 127 and Connector Road project that we're partnering on is all about traffic.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think if there wasn't that, the amount of traffic that would be coming in at that one intersection would have been too much, right across by Kroger and the Walmart and Lowe's.
It's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot now, and you just put an entire development, that would be a lot to add to that spot. Yeah. So it's great that there's planning being on that.
Who'd have thought?
Planning.
So yeah, targets going up.
Yeah.
No other individual lots have started construction yet. We've begun review of a couple of different development plans for outlot projects. Haven't approved any others yet.
How different is it? I'm sorry to interrupt. How different is it to like look at those types of plans in a kind of clean green field as opposed to like what you're normally doing is like we're building this new building in an existing space that already has infrastructure and roads and how we're going to make this work, whereas it's kind of a fresh start.
There has to be like a whole like engineering design. I mean, we have a role in that as well as far as like water and
having
electric.
worked at both the county and the city, the county sees more of new subdivision development, new larger development versus infill single site lot development, and reviewing those things are totally different animals. So a lot of the city folks, as we've worked through Public Works and our other technical review team folks, don't get to work on this kind of project as often because we just don't have that much developable land within the city, and a lot of it's already been developed. So it's been a different animal for us to work together because you're talking about public infrastructure improvements that ultimately we're expected to accept into our system for maintenance, stormwater, sewers, the subdivision plats. We hold letters of credit on all that infrastructure. There's a whole realm of things that happens just to get you to the point that you can even review a development plan on an individual lot. And then by the time you get to that point, that's much simpler than the greater development. But we worked well internally, and
just from a semi-outsider's point of view, obviously within the city, it's been amazing to me to get to watch this project unfold and see literally almost every single department within the city has played a role. And just watching, like, truly, we say, the city's primary role is to create the infrastructure, provide the infrastructure to allow our community to grow and thrive and, develop. And this has truly been a great example of that, and seeing it. I think the general public is starting to see it take shape now because there's something physical going on there. But if you can't really see all of this work that's been going on for years now behind the scenes to just get it to this almost like finish line. It's cool.
And just trying to be that enabling environment for the development and a good way to happen. And when you get a larger development like this too, sometimes it's a bit more of a challenge with some of the regs that don't match up with things they want to do. So we've had to work with the developer to process multiple modifications of standards for things, and we just continue to work through it. It's been a bit of an adventure, but a good partnership with the developers and the state. I think as we heard when there was the big announcement from the governor and stuff, it kind of takes everybody to make something like this go. And so, economic development's a team sport.
Oh, for sure.
Well, and I would think it's probably helpful that the developer is a group that has done this, right? So it's not, they kind of know how they've had success in doing certain things, and they have to fit it into our regulations, right? But, it's not like they're just figuring it out on the fly.
So you mentioned, can I jump in?
Please.
You mentioned that Target's the only one that's has started
construction.
So are we going to talk about anything that we know is coming?
Well, I saw you had the drawing up, so and BJ's was noted on there. We're in the middle of development plan review for them.
Okay.
We've gotten some stuff turned in from a couple of other users, but other than that, I don't have anybody really to announce.
Can we just start naming things?
I was about to say, is this where we speak things into existence? Maybe
we've begun reviewing
we'll set our
plans
laundry list and put it out there
on the Panda Express. Those are the only ones that I've seen that have filed applications and actual development plans that I'm kind of comfortable mentioning. There are things labeled on the drawing. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right. It's hard for you to say until you actually see it come to your desk that it's a thing that exists, right?
Yeah.
Except a word on a
and other things that I'm still hoping for that I've seen on drawings that I haven't actually spoken to that I know from my personal opinion that every time I talk with a developer, I'm like, hey, man, did you make a deal on that one thing?
Yeah. Well, I know everybody's heard a bunch of different stuff, and so, I just thought if, you wanted to make breaking news, we're here for you.
We like to break news here on the Wednesday show.
It is the city scoop.
Right,
So.
right.
He's like,
shut up.
This is why he's so good. He's so tight-lipped about things.
We let them make their own announcements.
Yeah, it is. What about on the front of Franklin Square, where the West Banco's built a new?
Sure. Yeah,
building,
we've been really fortunate. There's always talk in this community. We can be so self-critical about some of our aging subdivisions or shopping centers and that kind of thing. But what we've actually, as you mentioned, the West Banco, we've been fortunate the last couple of years that several of our shopping centers, the Capital Center development where the Kmart used to be, redeveloped into some medium boxes to take over the old big box. And then we've had Chick-fil-A develop as an out parcel there. The First Watch over at the former Walmart, former Elder Beerman, that is redeveloped and is adding density and taking up those outlots and the parking lots. So these are great projects. What we like to see to keep those areas alive as the market sort of changes. And West Banco looks like they're not too far away from finishing construction on their new location there. And once that's done, I expect demo of the old West Banco to occur. And then we've permitted a new Jaggers restaurant, which will go in that location. So it's kind of like a quasi fast food, fast casual, I think, burger joint, which I've heard good things about.
Burger, chicken, and salad.
Same footprint of the existing West Banco building, close-ish. In that space,
close-ish, it'll be similar size to the new West Banco.
Okay, so a little bit smaller. What's there today.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Love to see those kind of things happening.
Good.
And we want to continue to encourage that. We, as some of those projects, we've also had to work through once again enabling to make sure that we have parking allowances that we can take up that parking and use it much more efficiently for an actual use. Which I think is important, and a lot of communities are trying to deal with that so that we can use our
there's a
more
balance, right? Like you want to have enough parking for everybody, but then you also don't want to just dedicate tons and tons of
acres
space.
Of pavement for no reason.
And so it is. It's a balancing act. And
that's a big thing we're talking about as we do our development code rewrite as well. Is really taking a hard look at those parking minimums and what their role really even needs to be going into the future. It's one of those things that we as planners have just sort of always done. And I think that as a profession, we're now looking back at it and going,
maybe that was a little.
Let's
just take a look at it.
That's
Well, that's cool. Okay. Anything else you want to?
Yeah. Can I give him an assignment?
Okay. You can give it to him whether he takes it or not.
Let's look at Century Plaza.
Yeah.
Let's figure out something to go in there.
That's the assignment.
It's just Thai Smile, right? And is there anything else down there?
Dollar store.
Is it?
I think is still down there.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. For sure. And we're beginning to look at some of those flexible development regs and infill development incentives for properties just like that. That we've talked a lot about during the comp plan rewrite, and now as we're in the beginning stages working on development code rewrite, we're really doing a lot of focus on how we can enable projects like that to happen. To make it, as they say, pencil. That is to say, actually make it work. financially for somebody to do that.
Okay.
And so hopefully we can create a regulatory environment and incentive structure where somebody might be motivated to actually do something.
And I think when we have these big projects like the Paddocks, like the, development that's happening like with Jaggers and First Watch and all of that too, it does start to put us more on the map for some of these developments.
To attract other things.
To attract other things. So I would say probably, we get these projects done and going, and then
starts to spread a little bit,
we get the ability to have more eyes on those types of areas too. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Are you good now? I just want to make sure you have your chance.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Barcade, you want to push him on that? Is
I'll
that
wait till the mayor
That's
gets
for the
here.
mayor. Okay.
But I've been pushing for a barcade.
Okay.
And I hear there's maybe kind of one like out at Twilight Trail.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, but no, we need it. It needs to be downtown.
Okay. For Kathy, it needs to be downtown.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So work on that.
Heard. I'll make a note of it.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a Touch a Truck event this weekend.
Yay! So it is September. I kind of thought I had a whole other week, but guess what? Touch a Truck is in 3 days. So this is our second annual Frankfort's Fleet event. So we started this last year. We have over 100 individual pieces of equipment, trucks, golf carts, tractors, all the things that help make our city run.
The big old tank.
The big old tank. We had Assistant Police Chief Scott Tracy here last month talking all about their new mobile command unit that is going to be there for people to walk through and see. Cool. So from 9 to noon this Saturday, September the 6th at Capitol View Park, we're going to have a good variety of those trucks and equipment available for the public to come touch, see, explore, honk horns, turn on lights. From 9 to 10 is going to be our sensory friendly hour. So that's going to be a quiet hour to start our morning off for anyone who would prefer that type of experience. And, no music, no lights, no horns, but you're still going to be able to climb in and touch and do all the things. 10 to 12 will be all the things. Free for all. There's going to be free popcorn, giveaways, lots of stuff. It's all completely free, open to anyone. So we really hope the community will come out and do that.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
We're excited.
Okay. What else? Anything else? I'm sure you got it. I know you got a big list there.
actually remember my notes this time.
Okay. Good job.
Just a couple of real quick updates. Going along with our construction stuff, a lot of great things happening in the city. We actually yesterday had the official groundbreaking for Frankfort's new Fire Station 1 on 2nd Street. And actually, as we were on our way out this morning driving up, they are already hitting the ground running over there. So if you're driving down 2nd Street, the corner of Steel and 2nd, where Pickback used to be, is going to be under construction for about the next year. So just pay attention to that. I think it's going to be cool to see that project take shape.
So does that mean that the existing fire station in City Hall will get repurposed to some other thing?
Yes, eventually once they move out.
Okay.
So
No plans in place
there's
yet.
no plans right now. I'm sure
Barcade.
once that maybe that's the barcade.
The City of Frankfort Barcade.
We have a year. That feels like a lot of time. So yes,
That might negatively impact city staff productivity. I'm not sure.
I don't know about morale.
Yeah.
So they do. There's a picture, the rendering that's up. You're going to be able to, see that, and I think it will be exciting for the community to watch that take shape.
Yeah.
And then other than that, just a few quick reminders. We are into fall. The Aquatic Center had its closing day Monday. So next time we'll see you is Memorial Day 2026. Dolly Graham Splash Pad will stay open probably mostly through September until the weather cools down enough for that. So
Cool.
those are, I think, our big things.
Okay.
Well, I think that's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's
There's
always
a
a lot.
lot going on in Frankfort, which is, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, we appreciate all the work that you guys do that often goes unnoticed, but I'm glad that you come and get to talk about it and,
Thanks
show
for the
off,
opportunity.
show off all your great people and things that happen in Frankfort. And it's good to shine a light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.